Muy bien, y terminamos el tema.
Well, now we will wrap up the chapter with the comment that everything we have said about demand deposits applies to any contract, regardless of its name and the elements it contains, which simulates a demand deposit. For example, transactions with a repurchase agreement. Not long ago, you probably heard about the scandals involving the stamp companies. What were the companies called? Afinsa and Forum Filatelico. What do they have to do with the deposit? A lot. Listen, you invest in stamps, and I agree to repurchase the stamps whenever you want and give you your money back. A contract like that, with an agreement to repurchase any time at the original price, is a deposit contract. There is no doubt about it. Subjectively speaking, I have the stamps, but the other party has promised to buy them back whenever I want for the same amount of money I paid. It is as if I had the money on demand deposit. Therefore, a 100% reserve ratio is required. Otherwise, at the slightest loss of confidence, people will ask for their money back. And what happened to Forum Filatelico and Afinsa? They went belly up. The people who were swindled, and I say swindled with a grain of salt, because this was a little like the trading card swindle, they were very happy when they were given an interest rate of 3, 4, 5, 6%, and they thought they were the sharpest people in the village. What a simpleton you are! You haven't put your money in Forum Filatelico. And the other guy stands there looking like an idiot, and his wife says, "You dimwit, you numbskull, look how smart our neighbor is. He put his money in Forum Filatelico. I can't believe you haven't done the same." Okay, then I will. My grandfather used to say, people want to be deceived. Those who were, quote-unquote, swindled, argued, and with reason, that they had made a demand deposit, and that the Bank of Spain should have supervised it and come to the rescue, as if the company had been a bank. And in that sense they were right. But a subsequent ruling states that it was not a contract subject to the banking system, and that therefore people would have to manage on their own. And there is a certain logic to that as well. We should take it as a lesson and not be idiots. At least if, in the future, someone offers us a contract like this, which amounts to a demand deposit, we will not fall for it. We will fall for only the contracts of private banks, since we know the central bank will be there to save us, at least in nominal terms, if things should go wrong. Another type of transaction involves the use of options. Options are contracts which give the right, but not the obligation, to buy or sell something. An option to purchase is called a call option. An option to sell is called a put option. There are two types of options, European and American. A European option permits you to exercise the option to buy or sell on a certain date. An American option permits you to exercise the option to buy or sell whenever you choose up to a certain date. Well, an American put option, by which you can, at any time within 1, 2 or 5 years, complete the sale of a security at a pre-established price equal to what you paid, is also a deposit. And therefore we must detect that it is a deposit. It is identical. A person could say, I have a demand deposit. Whenever I want to, I can exercise my put option and ask for my money back. The system cannot function without a 100% reserve ratio. So, notice that theory is so important, so useful, so instrumental, that it permits us to identify any of the so-called financial or legal innovations, which conceal by an evasion of the law the exercise of fractional reserve deposits. Take note, the market moves forward thanks to innovations, but the most significant of these innovations are technological, like the internet, YouTube, and cell phones, or entrepreneurial, like new ways to manage a company, the assembly line, improvements in the distribution of products, and marketing. Now, any innovations in contracts should make us tremble. Contracts have an inherent logic that is closely linked to human nature. Someone could say, we are going to make marriage innovations. Marriage will no longer be between a man and a woman. It will be between 2 women or 2 men, or 1 man and 5 women, like certain famous Mormons, or 1 woman and 10 men, polyandry. But why stop there? Why not a man and an elephant? a woman and a donkey. Let us innovate. No, ladies and gentlemen. No. This is an example, and it seems like satire, but it is not. I am not joking. This illustrates my point. There is a contract of sale. There is a loan contract. There is a deposit contract. Each has its nature, its inherent logic, its requirements. To attempt to innovate, I am not going to carry out something that is neither a deposit nor a loan, neither one thing nor the other, and we know we must beware of all innovations in legal contracts, which are formed in an evolutionary manner as institutions, and express the ontological nature of human beings. We must be very careful, because even if it takes economic theorists many years to discover the social effects of these innovations, they are always harmful. The best illustration we have lies in the area of the monetary bank deposit with a fractional reserve, and specifically today, in the most severe economic and financial crisis the world has known since 1929. Thank you all. I'll see you next Thursday.